Okay, guys. Today's lesson is just a brief introduction on Linux and how it works. So, what is Linux? To make it simple, Linux is an operating system, just like Mac OS X or Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows Vista. There's a lot of distros, which are distributions, and it's basically just a variation of, the Linux and how it works. And right now, there's over 600 distributions to choose from. It's really a lot, but like a lot of them are still not being used or maintained. And then, how do I choose? You could take a survey online. That's usually the easiest way. Linux is an extremely complex operating system. I'll tell you that right now. It's advanced and has a lot of features, and it could be overwhelming. I know that for sure. Mac OS X, I think the most the Linux flavor that's most similar to it would be Ubuntu. It's developed by Canonical. It's a company, and I think they pay software developers to make it. It's stable. It's the easiest to install. It's the most popular distribution. It's mobile, and I have an example for you today, and has an easy UI. That's what it looks like. I'm running it right now. It comes with a bunch of drivers. Everything is easy to use. It's pretty clean. It's using the Unity, I think it's a Unity environment manager. Manjaro, this is a really new one that I discovered, and I really liked it. It's based on Arch Linux. Arch Linux is a really open, and you can install a bunch of add-ons. It's really customizable. It comes with a suite of applications. It's fast, easy, it's powerful. That's what it looks like. It's using XFCE. And, it's a little more basic than Ubuntu, but it does get the job done. Gentoo, I've never really heard anyone professional say it, so I wouldn't know. This one is, super customizable. It's super fast. It could run on really slow computers. It's really advanced. It's really hard. And by simple, I mean it's like a simple running environment, not it's simple to use. That's... there's a lot of variations. It's really complex. So, how do you install? There's three, ways that you really run Linux. You could either use a live USB, which you boot the BIOS from the USB, and then live CD and live DVD. That's it's the same premise as live USB. And then you could use virtual machines. That's a really easy way to run Linux. Live USB, you have to download the IC you want. You mount it onto your USB using an application. There's a bunch of applications that you can use. And different Linux distros require different steps to do, and formatting. And then you place it in your computer. You go yeah? Well, that's why you got to be careful. So you boot into your BIOS. And I'm not sure if a lot of you know how to do this. It's usually while you're as soon as you start your computer, you jam F8 or F12, and then you boot into the BIOS. And the BIOS is basically the motherboard's base system that it looks up. That's how it checks a bunch of different stuff like your graphics cards, your adapters, everything like that. And so you boot onto BIOS, and then from the BIOS you can select boot from USB. Usually it's booting from the hard drive, but you choose USB, and then you install onto the hard drive, or you could install onto the hard drive in a way that your Windows is completely secure from your Linux, but you have to partition your drive, but partitioning is really weird. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. It's definitely a hazard. Live CD, DVD, it's the same thing except you're using a DVD and CD. It's really simple. Virtual machine, you download the ISO, or you insert a CD and DVD. You run the wizard, you enter the options and continue. It's all done for you. It's super easy. It's the easiest way to run Linux, I'd say. And then that's that, and I'll show you right now after I